Welcome to Chip's Fix, brought to you by Hemmings Motor Club. I'm Chip.
I'm Brock. So, last episode, the interactions we had on our story poll was fantastic. So, I think we're going to make this a consistent thing that we start doing. We got some pretty good options this week. We'll go ahead and get started with this rare and beautifully preserved 1934 Hudson Terraplane.
You know, I've never seen a convertible.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, it looks good from all these
I like
angles.
that fanned out grill.
Yeah. Oh, that hood ornament's cool too. I love the pinstripe on the on the
They're
soft
common.
top. Yeah. But you've never seen a convertible?
Even the Fords did that.
Oh, okay. I really like the rear fenders, how it all.
It's very reminiscent of a 36 Ford.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm an early 2000s kid, so my introduction to Hudsons was Doc Hudson in the Cars movies. I was like, what is that, you know? Let's look at the interior photos here.
I like the oval gauge.
Yeah, that is cool. Interesting, it's the only gauge in there. Interior looks nice, though.
Restored or preserved?
Let's find out right now, because I was just wondering that myself. Recently, the dashboard has been beautifully restored in its original style wood grain finish. Okay. The cabriolet remains largely original, retaining its authentic character and period presence. The car was told off the showroom floor in its original silver dust color, one of 4 colors offered for this line. At some point when owned by Frank E. Gambino Jennings, where it was resprayed black in the 60s. Okay, so it was restored. Sounds like more than once. Oh,
Upgraded to a 12-volt system. Nice car.
it was documented in the 1969 Hudson White Triangle News.
Go back down to the photos.
Sure.
I just want to enjoy looking at it.
Hey, I'd like to get my history. The engine bay looks largely original as well. Huh. Not a whole lot of pictures to go off of, but I'd like to see underneath. Like, I don't see any, like, frame photos. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because where's this at? It's in Illinois?
Illinois.
Okay, probably in decent shape then, right? I mean, it snows in Illinois, right?
79,000 miles.
It's pretty nice. They want 75 for it. That's the asking price. This isn't a bid one, is it?
47 people watching it.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, as you were saying, you've never seen a convertible?
I've never seen one of these.
Well, then it's got to be pretty rare. Pretty sweet.
Very cool.
Okay, moving on. Okay, a 64 Buick Riviera. I think my introduction to the Riviera was when we did Amber Heard's Mustang, actually, and we were at,
Dave Kalaki's garage that Charlie Tucker had his vehicles in there.
okay, because he had one of these in there, and it had Foose wheels on it. I remember being pretty excited about that. That was super cool. That was a fun day. Looks pretty good. Because I've seen a lot of 65s. I've always liked the 65. I've never seen those side scoops before. Check it out.
Where's this car at?
Let's see. It's in Charlotte, Florida. Okay. A little humid, but it looks good underneath, I think. Pretty standard. But that's all we get. That's all she wrote. Just those two. Very close-up photo of the gauge to show the mileage. 80,000. I can imagine what you might do to this. I mean, you did draw it was a 65 for the SEMA show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was in 2022, you drew that? This one's pretty nice. What do they want for it? 23? Wow. Okay.
Look at the bottom of it.
There's 2 days left. Well, that was what I was saying is it looks like this is all we got. But since it's in Florida, I'd imagine there'd be some hidden rust there with the humidity, but
Well, you don't know if the car is from Florida or if it's just in Florida.
yeah, let's look at the interior.
It looks like it's a vintage air system in it.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the write-up. I wonder, think it's been restored? I feel like it has.
Clean car.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Let's look at all this. Yeah, looks clean enough to me. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look bad at all.
No, it doesn't look bad.
Nice. Only 23 right now? Crazy. Get on this one, guys. It was partially restored by a previous owner. Okay. The air cleaner lid proclaims Wildcat 465. I figured that was aftermarket, which refers to the prodigious torque produced by the 425 cubic inch V8. Engine and automatic transmission both run well. Body was repainted, high gloss midnight blue metallic. Okay. And it does have newer upholstery too. Okay. And you mentioned the cooling system earlier, right? Or the
Yeah, it looks like a vintage air. I don't see it that well, but it looks like a vintage air panel there.
Well, the owner says AC is ice cold on this, so
Vintage.
yeah.
Yeah, you can see the V for vintage air.
That's cool. It's a pretty good one. I have a feeling that's gonna pull pretty hard in the polls. And then our last car of the day, this 62 Oldsmobile Starfire Coupe. Start with the pictures, get into the good stuff. That's cool. I've never seen one of these personally.
Those are actually really pretty, done as a mild custom.
I really love this trim. I think that's super cool. Man, I would kind of want to see it do this one, to be honest, but I like this here. What is that? Well, that was the Barris custom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because we've never had one of these here.
No, the last holes we had in the shop was the Barris custom that we did.
Right. That was
I should say, we didn't do it, we just preserved it.
cleaned it up. Yeah.
It'd been in the garage for 50 years and just needed a bit of tender love and care. Well, if you look at just the front view, it's like the grill has a bumper on it, and then there's like an outside bumper also.
Whoa. Normally I'd see that.
There's the car sitting in a cradle. It's really pretty.
I like the bumper on this too. Wow. I'm surprised. I've never seen one of these before.
Yeah, they're pretty cars.
Yeah. Oh, look at the interior too. Oh my. Wow. That's had to have been restored. That's gorgeous.
Not necessarily. Those vinyls will last a long time.
Yeah.
They're taken care of.
Let's see. Said they'd be in great mechanical condition, but shows some cosmetic flaws. I mean, I guess. Mostly in the stainless steel exterior trim and paintwork. The car was repainted and has seen a number of service repairs in recent years. It's a beautiful example that drives like a dream on the highway. Okay.
Where's this car at?
It's in Oregon.
Okay.
Okay. 82,000 on it, coming up on 83. That's a deal, I think. Reserve not met. I wonder what the reserve is on it. What do you think it is?
It's a rare car. It should be at least 35. It's in really good shape.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's had to have had a new interior put in it. It doesn't mention it in that write-up up there, but it looks so good.
Yeah, aftermarket gauges.
Good eye. Okay. Well, it said they had a number of service repairs.
Look at the steering wheel.
Whoa. It reaches so far out. Whoa.
It's long.
That's a trip. It's really cool though. There's so many interesting, cool details on this. Interior trim looks really good.
Yeah, it's similar to a Impala.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I remember working on that 65 on overhauling. Original dual ashtrays. Well, you're a smoker. You need all that, right? And
Put it in the door. So you can count your butts and see who smoked more.
this is a really nice one. Okay, here we go. A few more undercarriage photos.
Very clean.
Yeah, just basic surface wear. Not bad. Okay, they got the old manuals. Okay, so those are our 3 choices for the week. Now, personally, I would love to see you draw this. That would be super cool. Because like I was saying, you know, I saw you draw the Riviera for SEMA, but the Hudson would also be really cool. But I don't know, I feel like this will be the winner just because it's a Riviera, and I do love Rivieras. What do you think?
I've always loved the body style of the Riviera. I've always thought the top kind of fights the body style. If I were going to build a Riviera, I would love to do a convertible. That'd be fun to draw.
That would be.
I love the Olds, and the Hudson is just so unique and different. It's very heavy looking. If I were to draw the Hudson, I would try to thin some things up and try to give it a more agile look. But let's find out what we're drawing.
Survey says, holy Toledo. Oh my, okay.
It's last time.
So, yeah, we were. So the 62 Oldsmobile Starfire, the one I wanted, 17%.
Okay.
The 34 Hudson Terraplane, 24%. The 64 Buick Riviera, 60%. Oh my. All right. Wow.
So
clear winner was the 64 Riviera. Thank you guys so much for participating. Please follow our Instagram, watch our stories if you want to have any say in what you see drawn next week. We'd love to see you there. But I guess you've got some homework to do here, Pop.
yeah, let me go grab some stuff we're going to draw.
All right, cool.
So if I were going to do a 64 Riviera, that's what I'd do.
I love the wheels.
Thanks.
That's sweet. What color would you call this? Silver?
I wasn't worried about color. I just put a gray there just to indicate something.
Reminds me a little of the Vegas one, but there you go. Is it a permanent roadster or is it a soft top?
No, I would actually make it a working top, but I have to
Okay.
chop the windshield a little bit.
This is really nice, Pop. This is super cool. Well, you guys voted and you did receive. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Check our stories for the next poll we post about these if you're interested in contributing. Thank you all for watching Chip's Picks today.
Thanks for voting, and I'm looking forward to next time.